It's Kimmy with the Crochet Cabin. So I'm ordering new equipment, and because the tripod thing just is not working for me, so I'm doing it this way today. This is a second installment of the New Beginnings series. This is the we're gonna do single crochet, back loop only, and then we're gonna do half double crochet today. So everything is upstairs. I'm downstairs. It's way too hot up there, so I'm gonna just start with a chain, and then we're gonna do a row of single crochet, and then a row of half double crochet. Scratch that. Single crochet, back loop only, single crochet, then we're going to go into half double crochet. Okay, so if you remember from the last video, so we're just going to make our chain. Just do 24 like we did last time. You won't have to redo the chain. Just pick up the material we made from the last one, and then start at the back loop only. So never use single crochet, hardly ever, unless it's required in a stitch combination, because it takes forever. I'm sitting here making double crochets. Here, let's just do the double crochet. Half double crochet. I'm just gonna do doubles. Half doubles, sorry. This is how you do a half double. Okay. Go into this, wrap your arm around, go into the stitch, wrap around again, pull through one, wrap around again, and pull through three. Then you just keep doing that. You guys see that? Just wrap around, go into the stitch, wrap around, pull through one, wrap around, pull through all three. Wrap around, go into the stitch, the chain, wrap around, pull through one, wrap around, pull through three. this is our half double. Pull the loop, yarn over, go through all three. Yarn over, go into the stitch or the chain, pull up the loop, yarn over, pull through three. And you just keep doing that until you get to the end of your row. And I'll show you what that looks like when we get there. Yarn over, go into the stitch, yarn over, pull up one loop, yarn over, go through all three loops, and then go to the next stitch and do the same thing. And you just keep doing that over and over. We're just about there. Okay, here's our last stitch. So we're gonna go into our last stitch, pull up a loop, and yarn over, go through all three. Okay, now this is your row of half double crochets. I use this stitch a lot. I really like it. It does not work up as fast as the double, but it works up a lot faster than the single. So then, now we're gonna do the single crochet back loop only. Sorry, I'll pull more yarn. So we're going to chain one, and then you will notice right here, you see, let me get that out of the way. Okay, we have two loops. I told you that the other day. So this one, this is the back loop. Okay. Well, it's backwards. This is the back loop. And this is the front loop. Alright. But, so, I chained one. Now we're going to go into the back loop of the first stitch, which is right here, and do a single crochet. Then we'll go to the next on the back loop, do a single crochet. This is really easy. Back loop, single crochet. And you just keep doing that all the way down, or all the way around if you're doing it in a round. You just kind of turn it so you can see that back loop. You go into that back loop, right there, fill up a loop, yarn over, go through two. It's the same thing as a single crochet, it's just you're omitting the front loop. So you're just going in the loop farthest away from you. That's probably the best way to explain it. So you go in, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through two. It's a really easy stitch. And you'll notice that as you're doing this, it's making, you see that ridge? It's making a ridge on the front of it. You see that? Right there. It's making a ridge. Right there. So, and just keep going in the back loop only. And if you're reading a pattern, this will be SC for single crochet and BLO for back loop only. So it'll be SC, BLO, single crochet, back loop only. The patterns are really easy to read once you learn the abbreviations of the stitches and what the symbols mean. You know, what the parentheses mean, and what the brackets mean, a little asterisk, that means. We'll get into all that later on. Just find that back loop. You go in. You're only going in one loop. You're not going in two like we did last time. And you'll pull that up and do your single crochet. So go in the back loop, do your single crochet. Back loop. Back loop. Oops. See there, I just did a double, a half double. That's where my brain goes. Okay, we're at the last stitch. See the last stitch right here? Right there. Make sure you go into that last stitch or your project will start, it'll turn into a triangle if you're not careful. So, it's right there. See it? Yarn over, through one, yarn over, goes through two. Okay, so that is a row of half double crochet, and then here is our single crochet back loop only. And that's what the back looks like. Now, every time you get to the end of a row, you need to chain one, or two, or three, or whatever the pattern calls for. I usually just chain one because it doesn't leave a space at the end. So then, we're going to do our back loop only again. Back loop only. This is our back loop. There's our front loop, right in front. Okay. Now, there's our front loop. So, now we're gonna I'm going to show you the front loop only. You don't see that a lot in crochet patterns, but sometimes you do. So to do the front loop, it's the same thing. You go in the loop that's closest to you and then do a single crochet. One that's closest to you, do a single crochet. Closest, single crochet. Closest, single crochet. And the loop that's closest, just the one loop. See? Well, you can figure out there. Okay. This was a loop that was already on your hook. And this is the one we just went into. So you always have one loop on your hook. Always. And then we add loops to make our stitches. I'm just doing front loop only. And then we're going to do half double crochet to finish out this session. Once we get done with this row. My muscle memory wants to automatically yarn over because I would say 99.9 of the time I'm yarning over when I crochet. Now, some people think that that is the last loop, but it is not. There is one more right here. Okay. So you'll go into the front loop of that. Pull up a loop and single crochet. See how straight that edge is? It's just really straight. Okay. So now we're going to do the double, half double. So we're going to chain one. Some people chain two on this, but I only chain one. Yarn over. The whole thing, both loops. Now, whoops, I do that a lot too. Yarn over. Darn it. Keep doing it. Yarn over. Go into the stitch. Make sure you have make sure you had two loops. Like you'll have two loops together right there. Okay? And then pull up a loop, yarn over, go through all three. And you'll just keep doing that all the way down to the end of your row. But don't forget to yarn over like I'm doing. The great thing about crochet is if you screw up a stitch, you can frog it, and then it'll be, you can redo it. It's quite fun. So we just keep going like this. When we get to the end of the row, that's going to be the end of the video. So just practice the 2 stitches that I taught you today. My brain gets stuck on something and it just stays stuck on it. And if I was doing this for a while, then I wouldn't do that anymore. Yarn over, go into your stitch, yarn over, filter those 2 loops, yarn over, and go through 3. And you just do that all the way. Stitch. Now, you can see how straight these edges are. They're not super straight, but they're a lot better than they would be. So let me pick you up so I can show you. See? The edges are pretty straight. So that's it, guys. It's the end of today's video. So I hope you like this video. If you do, give me a thumbie. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. And leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. So I love y'all. And I'll talk to you on the next one. Bye, y'all.